The Pat McGann Show is presented to you by Tiege Hanley, uncomplicated skincare for men.
Hi, I'm Adam Burke, and this is the Pat McGann Show.
All right, hey, welcome everybody to the 11th voyage of the Pat McGann Show. I am very happy today. The 11th month. Happy November to everyone, too. Can you believe that? When did we start this? In September? Yeah. Here we are. It is November, and joining me, last week's guest. This was a story. Last week, I ended up having my kids on.
Yeah. They called me the night before, and they were like, can you bail? Because we want to see Dad more.
I was going to bail today and send them. And you would have to do it with my kids here. Like, you just show up. Like, where's Pat? He couldn't make it.
They're in a trench coat.
Medical
on each other's shoulders, pretending to be you.
Right? Yeah, no, it ended up working out well. And if you did hear last week's episode, shout out to my kids. They did a great job. And it was kind of a pivot because I had you lined up. Yeah. And you text me. Yeah. Like 5 a.m.
I was like,
you know, you're getting old when you get in health texts from your buddies in the middle of the night.
I had just taken like a bunch of meds for it, and I was like, we talked about this on the way up. I have gout. I've had gout for the longest time, and I was handling it for a long time.
So you had a flare up.
A flare up. And so if
gout is constant?
No, it kind of goes. That's the annoying thing. It kind of goes away, and if you don't if you're not proactive with your meds, you'll eat something and it'll kind of cause it to flare up.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like,
what is your trigger? Because my dad gets this from like shellfish.
Anything fun, any good
gummy
food.
Nerds,
cheese, beef, wine, and shellfish.
Oh yeah, you can't have any fun.
You can't have and chocolate.
And chocolate.
Can't have any fun.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
So it's tamped down.
And I was like, yeah, and it's tamped, but I was like at 5 a.m. I was like, I'm going to take all the drugs and I'm not going to be awake in time to call him at a sensible hour. So I just texted you at 5.
No, that was good. I appreciate that.
I hope we have some emergency kids.
Yeah, no, it worked out. Yeah. They were like, what? But
did one of them take it to a little too naturally? Was one of them more of a ham?
They were
than
both
the other?
Comfortable. And then, their friends loved it.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we had some good moments. And they were both kind of I was happy with how they were not really competing and giving each other space,
Were you surprised when they came in with, products that they wanted to endorse?
Yeah, exactly. They were plugging some upcoming appearances. They made it all about them.
This is brought to you by Stick with Dog Shit on it. That's really big amongst the kids.
Yeah, that is their sense of humor, which is so I actually had to pull my son aside yesterday. He my youngest guy made a joke, a toilet joke, right? Sure. And I'm like, come on, you're embarrassing me. We gotta dig deeper. We're smarter. We're more clever than that.
You're like the FCC
they love that.
of the house.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, I was laughing at that stuff too. Right? That's just that's the learning grounds. Is that where it starts?
Yeah, you gotta get the poop humor out first, and you gotta do elevated poop humor, which is. Yeah, right. That's just a top decker.
I just realized I have to bring everyone in, and we have to explain your accent because you've been talking for a while.
Yeah, a little too much.
Not at all. But Adam is one of the first guys I met in stand-up. And, I don't know if you recall that.
Yeah.
Did we start around the same time?
I think I was a few years before you, but you were
08, 07, 08.
Yeah. I was 06.
Okay, yeah.
And you were nice enough to give me rides to shows that we were both.
Well, I didn't know you had gout.
I hadn't known that. You don't just get gout. You got to work.
Get out of my car. I don't want what you have. Should I have a mask on right now?
Yeah. Gout famously airborne.
That would be brutal. You ever think about that sometimes? Thank God that's not contagious. There are a lot of ailments out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get that?
Exactly. Airborne tennis elbow.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. How'd you get that? Well, my buddy had tennis elbow.
And he hugged me, I have to.
No, I got it. Yeah, so we met really early on. And always and we hit it off. Yeah. So I've known this guy a long time and love the personal story because you were born in a foreign land to us. And a very far away place to anyone, really, in living in this part of the world.
Yeah. So I was born in Australia. So my folks were over there and Australia had a program where
Were they sent prisoners?
It was what?
Were they sent?
It was kind of like that. It was sort of like the elective version of that. No, it was sort of like it was underpopulated, as in there weren't enough white people there. It was underpopulated in the 70s, so they had a thing. It became known as the 10-pound palm program, because basically they asked English and Irish people to come over and work.
Get the most white. Get the whitest white.
Yeah.
Go to Ireland. We need some pale.
We live on the surface of the sun. And
little did they know they were bringing in gout to the countryside.
But so the program was basically they would pay it would only cost you £10 to like either fly and I think my parents did both. They like flew to Singapore and then sailed the rest of the way. And that the whole passage would only cost you $10, but you had to stay in Australia for 10 years.
Really?
Otherwise you had to pay the full whack to get back home.
No, so what year is this? They left like Ireland?
Yeah, that was in the early 70s.
Really?
So they in like 71. They moved to Australia, and then they stayed there for like 8 years, and they had like 3 kids there, and then my dad was my real dad about things. my dad was great. I got no complaints about my dad, but my dad was a bit. I've told this story before, so it's the statute of limitations.
No, lean in here and work out your parental issues. I want to hear.
We found out after my dad had passed away that we looked at his birth certificate and we realized it had been doctored.
Oh wow!
And we were like, huh? Because we'd been celebrating his birthday on the 16th, and it turned out he was the 5th. So we asked. This is after he passed away, and we asked our mom. We was like, hey, why did you change the date on Dad's birth certificate? My mom just looked out the window and just said, your dad was a wild man. That's like the only.
He was a wild man.
That's the only.
I thought he was trying to like play shortstop in the Dominican. They changed the birth certificate.
Yeah. But anyway,
he was your dad.
Yeah.
The name was the same. Mm-hmm. All of that checked out.
Yeah, it was just he there were certain people looking for a Tom Burke who was born on December 5th, so he decided to be a Tom Burke who was born on December 16th. And with Ireland has
definitely wasn't the guy they were looking for. No way.
6 foot.
So he just put a 1 in front of the
and then
the birth certificate,
and then closed out the 5.
Oh, that's hilarious. But you guys never got a full explanation other than
we did later. He was he would get into scrapes. And then we'd have
I have a similar story a little bit further down the family line. I just found out like within the last 5 years that my great grandmother, who I knew, she lived to be like 103. She died in like 2002. Like I spent most of my, early life with her. So she was born and raised in Belfast, Ireland.
Okay.
And her dad was involved in a situation where someone got killed at a bar. And he may have been involved.
Yeah.
And it was like he was tried. It was articles, and you can look it up. Like never knew about it.
Wow.
They never thought to tell us. I mean, this is how family secrets were. That's how they played out. You never heard them.
Of course. Until like, and then I wouldn't mind. I don't mind family secrets, but with Irish family secrets, they always act like, oh, you didn't know?
Oh,
how would I know? I get all of my information.
You didn't know that's not really your aunt?
And they always tell you the most boring, like all of the most boring, tedious stuff. You're always very well clued in. Like, you told me all about Uncle Sean's bunions, but you didn't mention that one of my ancestors was a jewel thief.
So, how long did you live in Perth? You were born in Perth, Australia.
Perth, Australia.
I looked up. Other famous people born in Perth.
Okay.
Who comes top of mind?
I think there's like one, and it's like isn't there? I think there's a famous actor from there.
Yeah.
Who is it? Do you know?
I looked it up. Yeah, I have it fresh in my head. I have it. Do you know? Don't you tell people this? This is because Chicago. We're like we know someone's from Chicago. It'll be like the most. Harrison Ford was born here. Robin Williams.
I don't know.
Walt Disney was here for a month.
I tell you why I wasn't too proud about it, because I went back to Perth many years later when I was like 28, and I went back and I was like, oh, this checks out, because it's not a very pretty city. It's not, because Western Australia is different from the Australia that everybody wants to go to.
Yeah, that's a less populated side.
Yeah, Perth, but it's huge. It's almost as if if California had the population of like Iowa. It's just it's
okay.
that spread out, and it's very like it's gotten better now, but it was very, even when I went back, it was very Wild West out there.
Well, Heath Ledger.
Okay.
Was born in Perth. I saw, and then if you look this up, famous people born in Perth, it comes up, and then John Bon Jovi is on there.
What?
I'm like, what? He's like Mr. He was born in Perth Amboy, New Jersey. So, and then Ewan McGregor was on there. He was born in like Perth something in Scotland.
Yeah.
So AI is not as intelligent maybe as we think, right? But,
no, I'm not too worried.
And Adam Burke, born in Perth, and then you went back. Once the 10 years expired, they were like, "Let's go back to Ireland."
Yeah, because they just things got like weren't good in Australia anymore, so they said screw it. But they went back to my mom.
Things aren't good here. Let's go to Northern Ireland.
That used to be my joke. Let's go where the bombs are. Yeah.
Let's go where the bombs are.
The joke used to be I think my dad saw Australian teenagers, and they're all like bronzed and confident, and he was like, oh, fuck that looks like too much work. I'll take mine pasty and nervous. That was the joke. But yeah, we went back to the north in like the height of things,
the Troubles.
Like I didn't know that because I looked it up years later that the deadliest year of the Troubles was the year we went back. yeah in the part of the world we went back to.
And what year is this?
76. We went back at late 76.
Wow.
So 76, 77. And then so we went back to my dad's. My dad lives in Mayo. Shout out to Mayo people. Went back to his for a bit, and then we settled back up north. Yeah, so it was really weird. And I didn't know about any of the Troubles. I didn't really get it until after we left. Because when I was like 10 or 11, we moved to London then, because there was no jobs in Ireland. And so I moved to London, and then everybody kept treating me like, asking me if I was going to blow up their car. And I was like, wait, I blow up your car? Like I had no idea, because I sounded like I had an IRA accent. You know what I mean? Like everyone's.
Are you gonna blow up our car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All these Cockney kids. I was like,
here it's a shot. What is a car bomb? Like, is it Jaeger and Guinness? No, what is it?
Close. It's you have to ruin 3 drinks at once. You have to put Jameson and Bailey's, and put the whole thing in. Pint of Guinness, and then it coagulates. It was invented in the 70s in Boston as a joke, as like a sick joke, like as some guy. Isn't that funny? And then he didn't realize it was going to become like a staple
of
every Irish bar. And then what's really funny is sometimes I'll tell people, well, people are like, is that offensive to order an Irish car bomb? I was like, it's up to you. Do what you like. And they're like, you know what? I won't do that. I'll have a black and tan instead. It's just like way more offensive, but
way more. That's great. The ignorance when we have no idea. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a shot like that. But
they're really stupid. When I first moved to America, I moved to Dallas, Texas, and
dude, you really dove right into the USA.
My fiance at the time, she was.
Do you have somewhere like a chart, a timeline of all the places you lived? Perth to Mayo to Northern Ireland to London.
Yeah.
Time to go to Dallas.
I know.
What was going on in Dallas? You guys got in the oil business?
I met a woman in college, and then I moved to Dallas. And what's really funny, because again, I was really young. I was 23, so I hadn't really traveled too much on my own, and I was so.
This is the third continent.
Yeah.
You had an address on.
Yeah.
Didn't really travel too much.
I never thought about it.
Just skipping hemispheres.
But yeah, I moved down. It was so funny because I didn't really know what Dallas people would be like, but they definitely didn't know Irish, because I went there and I remember the first time I met a bunch of her friends, and I ordered a Budweiser, and everybody was very disappointed.
Oh yeah,
they were just walking up to me with like shots of JMO and pints of Guinness. Like, this is what you drink, right?
Yeah, no, you gotta fit the stereotype.
We have other stuff. Yeah,
you must have been a somebody that stood out at a party if you had talk differently and had is that always been something that people in your face about, like when you're younger?
The Dallas people did want you to like be wasted all the time. You know what I mean? They did want, you know, and also drinking over here. Like,
did they ever ask you to grant them a wish, or?
Well, I guess my fiance did in a way. I wasn't ready for shot culture either, which you guys kind of take for granted. The rest of the world doesn't do shots really the way you guys do shots.
Well, the rest of the world isn't the best country on the planet.
That's why. That happened at the Declaration of Independence. It was like,
we're not.
We'll all do this first, and then we'll sign it.
We're not burying something doing that. Is that still? I feel like it's died down. Do young people know what the shot culture was like?
I think you're right that they don't have it like even as recent. I'd say that's died out in like the last 10 years. But even here, when I first moved here, like the shot culture was still going strong, I think. Do you think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you think it's funny how people claim to be Irish and they've never been there? Or do you feel like when people that are American are like, oh, I'm Irish, like,
I just think it's weird that not everyone does it that way. Do you know what I mean? It's not like no one's like, you don't get, I feel like you don't get like a bunch of people all claiming to be Finnish. You know what I mean? Like it seems to be Irish that people want to, you know, so people will say, well, you know, I'm a third Irish or what other math that doesn't work. You know what I mean? Yeah. They'll always be like, I'm 42% Irish, but they never like, well, you're also like 27%, you know, some other European country, but you don't seem to. I don't know. I don't give a shit about it. I do. Yeah. I will joke about it to annoy.
Do you carry a flag though for Ireland in a way? Like, do you? Because Northern Ireland is my mom's sister lives over there and raised children there. I have been. Yeah, I went there for like a family wedding. It's beautiful. If you have not been, or just to picture it. A lot of Game of Thrones was filmed in Northern Ireland. They have the Giant's Causeway. They have a lot of glens, and it's beautiful. Like I am embarrassed because up until I went there when I was like in my late 20s, early 30s. When did I go? I think late 20s. I hadn't, you know, my cousins had been over here. You know, and I'd be like driving through. Mm-hmm. Chicago, like in this beautiful, check this out. Look at that fountain, like the flattest, just not, you know. Yeah. And then you go over there and they have like sheep on the hillside and the glen, and they live like near a river. And
Ireland's a lot of drama. It's a lot of like geographical drama packed into a small space. So people do live in like to them it's a really small, boring town, but the actual situation it's in looks very like picturesque and beautiful, and there's like always like fog rolling in and all that kind of stuff. I have to be careful with this, by the way. I gotta say, I went on a podcast 10 years ago, and I was flippant with the way I talked about my cousin's house growing up, and I probably misstated. And you know about this with Irish families. Is that I didn't think anyone would listen to this podcast. They all listened to it, and they did not like what I have to say. So this is a preemptive apology to any of my cousins.
Yeah, don't talk trash.
I love you all. You all are all great, and I apologize.
They're still with you
unreservedly. Yeah, you know about when you fuck up in an Irish family, that's never going away.
Yeah, the influence of Ireland, do you think that it is deep within you and the comedy?
Yeah, dude. I was just thinking about this the other day where I like, not to be too pretentious about it, and it is weird when you say holding the flag for it. I don't think that I do, but I also think that I do. I also realize that I do read a lot about Ireland, and like a lot of my favorite authors are Irish, and I was like, even though we lived in London, we lived in a very Irish household. You know what I mean? And
who are the authors?
Oh, the authors.
Beverly Cleary. Who are the Irish authors you love? And I love when you say, I don't want to sound pretentious, as you stroke the professorial beard. I don't want to hear your pipe.
My favorite author is a guy called Flann O'Brien. Flann
O'Brien.
Yeah, and he would be mostly known to people here because one of the writers of the TV show Lost, in that first and second season, when everyone was like, what the hell is going on? He was like, well, I was really inspired by this one book called The Third Policeman by Flann O'Brien. And then I remember and this is a guy I like studied in college and stuff. And I remember being on trains and buses in Chicago and just seeing this book everywhere. Everybody was trying to read this book.
Oh, after that show?
After the guy said that. Yeah. So everyone's like trying to read it for clues. But it's a very dense, very Irish, and it's all like an Irish vernacular. So it was just so funny to see people just baffled. Like,
no way they're getting through it.
Like, yeah.
Lost.
Yeah, exactly. Lost, figuratively lost.
Was comedy huge though? Like, did you go to clubs there, or did you have Irish stand-up comics? Or
do you know Nick Vatterott?
Yeah,
a friend of ours. He's a really, really great stand-up comedian, and he had a great point when the first time him and some friends when they first performed in Ireland. And he was like, Ireland is so hard because everybody's funny.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is how I actually feel about my neighborhood, which is very, I hate to say Irish, but they are. They come from the Irish.
Yeah.
Right? Irish Catholic, a lot of storytelling, a lot of gossip.
Yeah.
A lot of, finding a way to cut someone down.
Yeah,
but in a
a lot of
way.
umbrage. Do you find that the thing of like if you slight someone, it stays with them forever?
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? And it's also like my brother went for a memorial mass for my dad, and this is a small town, tiny town in west of Ireland, Kilchima. So they leave the house on the way to go to the church, and my brother says to my uncle, he goes, "We'll stop in at so-and-so's on the way." So they stop into a pint. Stop in, have a quick pint, talks my uncle into it. They get to the church. The moment they sit down, woman next to them goes, "Here, you two were in Ginty's." I was like, how did you get here before me and know that I was at the
and
bar?
where you were?
Yeah, exactly. But you find that,
and this is before phones, probably, no?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She wouldn't have had a phone. Or if she had a phone, she wouldn't know how to use it. But
that is wild. Yeah, that is the way. And I think that is...
that is the way.
What I feel like when people ask me, like, who are comics you liked or who was funny growing up, it's like my neighbors, my buddies.
Yeah.
And everybody was... Humor is such a big thing.
My brother's the funniest person I know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And
really?
My dad was really funny. And like, don't you find like I think anyone who works in working class situations, like blue collar jobs for most of their lives.
What'd your dad do?
Like he was, so he's been everything, but he was, his two main jobs, he was a construction foreman and he was a bouncer. He was a nightclub bouncer. He was 6'2", 300 pounds.
Oh,
like,
really?
He would wear like the full like tuxedo, like big suits and all the rest of it. You'd walk into the club, he'd have 3 pints of Guinness like ready to go behind him. And he was just like, and he'd never have any trouble because he was just a huge, I mean, his business card would have said huge fucker from the west of Ireland.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And he was a very intelligent man and all the rest of it. But he was just like working class through and through. Like he was the kind of guy, like he'd work construction from like 6 to 6, Monday, Friday, and then starting Thursday, he would work at the nightclub as well. So Thursday, Friday, he's working at the night. So he's like getting like 4 hours of sleep. And this is in his 40s.
Yeah.
And he used to like get home from construction and then like fall asleep on the couch. And then he was a guy. What did your dad do?
He was a lawyer.
A lawyer. Okay. Yeah. So maybe you didn't do this, but my dad was like such a working class, but he would work in his sleep. Like he would fall asleep on the couch, and then he would like bark orders.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I always wanted him to
couldn't
wake
escape
up.
it.
I always wanted him to wake up, and me and my brothers had built like a 2-story parking garage like in the living room, and then he would fall asleep and turn into a bouncer and kick us out of the house. But yeah,
that's when guys were working a little bit harder. There are still people that are, you know. And I'm gonna use that moment too, because if you work that hard, your skin needs some help.
Beautiful.
Right? How about it? A little reminder here to check out Tiege.com. Do you have a skincare routine?
I didn't, but I do now. I finally figured.
It's funny. Everybody that comes on here, they're using skin product.
Yes.
So this is a great partnership that I have here.
Yes.
Because I've been using Tiege Hanley, and I love it. And this stuff is affordable.
Yeah.
Very uncomplicated. That's their buzzword.
You have to make it uncomfortable, especially if men are going to be using it.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Dumb it down.
Yeah.
Idiot friendly. That's that's the new tagline. I'm coming up with new ads for them. Tiege Hanley for dry-skinned idiots.
That's amazing.
Pasty. Fools.
Yeah.
No, it is uncomplicated. You got to have a routine.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of been getting into one. I do in the morning. They have, and we're going to set you up, Adam, when you leave here. We'll give you some AM lotion, PM, some serum, stuff for your eyes.
Yeah.
Something to rub on that gout. We'll get that gout nice and smooth.
I have to stop ingesting everything that I'm given. That's the problem. Whenever anyone gives me a lotion, I just neck it.
So some people don't know what that is, what gout is. Some people don't know what these things are, right?
Yeah.
I had a story when you were talking about something being contagious. I had a sales guy that I used to work with, and
what did you do?
I don't even know how to say this without it. We were selling packaging. This is a ridiculous story that I'm going to share. But this guy was calling his customers and saying like, yeah, what's up for the weekend? Oh yeah, no, we're not going to be doing much. And this is where it was like, do you know what you're saying? And, I'll protect the names, but basically the gist was, yeah, we're laying low. Carol's got a little bit of syphilis. And we're just... And everyone's like, what is he sharing? What is he saying? Yeah. You don't know what that is.
That is the technical term for a little bit of syphilis.
Oh, yeah, just a touch.
A touch of scotch.
24-hour syphilis. It'll be gone soon. But anyway, we're going to set you some lotion and some product. And everyone else, I want you to get to the website, tiege.com/Pat. Get 40% off your first order and a free gift. And we're going to do this, too. This is fun. I've been talking about doing this. Really want to get some engagement going. Hey, leave us a review. Leave us a review on Apple, on the podcast reviews, and then send us an email, the Pat McGann Show at tiege.com, and you'll be entered into a raffle with very high chance that you would win a little box here of product. Look at that. A lot in there. And it's all travel friendly. You would enjoy that. You're on the road, right?
This is good for...
Yeah. So anyway, that's the plug.
That was good.
There we go. Now we're back into
if you
just being us.
If you sold packaging like that,
yeah, right. Well, I did until I got a little syphilis, and I had to. It was the gonorrhea that kept me from really hitting my goals.
I was using that as small talk recently, and I realized I shouldn't act like I know so much about that. But do you ever see like pictures of like French revolutionary women, like aristocracy, and they'll have like little dots?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what those were? Like those, what beauty marks were, right? Was to hide syphilis. Was to hide syphilis sores.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then they also the implication is that if someone had like a lot of those dots, that meant that a lot of people were having sex with them, so they were probably quite sick. So like it's almost like you're advertising that you have syphilis.
Like, hey, come on, what's up? Hey. Buy me a drink.
Nerds don't get syphilis. Look at these. Look at all these.
And then they wore merkins too. Some of these people. Yeah. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
The pubic wigs.
Yeah.
Because they would have issues there.
Yeah. I was wondering now if those same people would look at a Labrador and thought they were just like not a Labrador, like a Dalmatian. Look how slutty this Dalmatian is.
What is this thing got? I did not know that. That's the history of beauty marks?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
That's as far as I can remember. Speaking of history, what have you been up to in the last week?
Well, I was in L.A. this weekend.
Yeah.
Did I mention that?
No.
I went to, I was in Thousand Oaks. By the way, if you came out to the show, that was a great time. I had a really good time at Thousand Oaks.
Where is that?
It's like right outside L.A., like 40 minutes from the airport. And this show was scheduled in January and was rescheduled because of the fires.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So they're like, we got to find another date. Well, the other date landed on Game 7, Dodgers in the World Series. Wow. So it's like, oh, man. And I'm thinking, like, man, the equivalent is the White Sox are in Game 7 of the World Series. I don't know if I'm going. Right? And if you are, maybe we're just watching the show together.
Yeah.
Or the game
watching
together.
The game together,
and talking through. Yeah. I mean, there were people on their phones.
Yeah, of course.
Checking out the score. I mean, I can't even really blame them.
Yeah.
Right? But they were engaged. It was a good crowd. A lot of fun out there.
Did you get to see the game afterwards?
So when the show ended, it was 4-4.
Wow.
And then like out in the lobby, now the Dodgers are up 5-4. And then when I left, they were the Blue Jays were threatening, and then the game ended. Yeah. So it ended like as I was on my way to the airport, because I flew in that day. Dude, this is the best move. And I have to do this sometimes, especially with, if I have the kids. I go and I come right back. So I flew out in the afternoon. Wow. I landed there at like noon. Yeah. And then I was on an 11 o'clock flight back.
Wow.
And with the time change, I landed at O'Hare like 4 a.m.
You got there before you left.
I was gone for less than 24 hours. Just you feel like you're time traveling though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did get a room. They gave me a room for the day, so I was able to get a nap. They told me we're going to set you up at a nice hotel.
What's the nearest airport of Thousand Oaks? Is it still LAX?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like LA? If you got to spend time there, would you do that?
I love LA.
Do you?
I love every city where I'm performing and I have a show coming up. No, right. I do. Here's my thing on LA. Like, I do like LA, but I did not want to move there. Right. I never wanted to I don't like, and I feel like that is like really like in LA. If you can I'm moving there, I'm going to LA. I don't like it in that sense. Right. I love to get in and out of LA. Yeah. As far as like doing stand up, I think I prefer New York City. I just like that vibe more. I like hopping on the subway and getting around. LA's
so much more of a crapshoot with shows, because it'll take you forever to get to the show, and it's like there might not be anyone there, and they're like. Right. This is,
You got to have a car.
You got to have a car.
I don't know my way around.
Yeah.
It's probably takes a little bit to get all of that down. I mean, I have a decent sense of direction, but LA, I just never really taken the time to learn it as much. I have an idea where certain suburbs are.
Yeah. And you can't build a stand-up community in LA the way you could build it. I'm not denigrating the comics out there, but I think it's a different thing where New York and Chicago, I think, have so much of the sort of hangout culture, and you know what I mean? Yeah. You can just kind of go to shows and just be around them. Where I think in LA, that's harder to do, because people don't want to leave their house anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And there's this there's a vibe. I hate to say it. I mean, you lived in Chicago long enough. You know that this is like a no bullshit town. Right. This is. I mean, that's the quote I love from Anthony Bourdain. And just seeing the fakeness from a mile away, and just seeing through people that are trying to climb, maybe. Yeah. That is just. I'd rather not live in that. Yeah. But
there's nowhere to climb.
It's beautiful
here.
Yeah, right. I think it's beautiful. I don't hate on LA. I don't hate on cities. I like cities. Yeah, I really do. I like Southern Cal. Even if you're not loving LA, just going out there and what you can have adjacent to it and have access to. Yeah. Can't argue with the beauty.
All our friends get really healthy when they go out there. You ever notice that?
Oh yeah, right.
Because the only thing to do there that doesn't cost any money is walk. So, people who never walked here are all of a sudden doing 14-mile hikes.
And you have more opportunity because you don't have the elements as much, right?
Yeah.
I mean the climate's great. That's another good thing about it. But as a state, to fathom California, when you really look at the numbers and their contribution and the diversity of the state, the southern and northern, it is an awesome place.
I do like California, but people don't think, because I think people always, especially when you first move here, you get told that it's all a liberal state, and it's so not. And I think California is it's the one weird one where it's kind of all of America in one state. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's the most diverse, leftist, liberal, socialists, all the rest of it, but they've got full-on rednecks in California as well. You know what I mean? They've got full-on, and it's all in the one. And that,
they had Schwarzenegger as governor.
That's the perfect, like a tough guy actor. That's who they like. Someone who pretends to be tough. That's California.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Ronald Reagan was you know what I mean?
Exactly. Who's next?
Who's the next?
James Woods?
For a day. Yeah. That's his last day. He does it for exactly a day. And then he turns into his character from Hercules.
Yeah, who's it going to be? It is that is, I never connected all those together. Yeah. It really is
but
that way.
But they don't want an actual tough guy.
No.
He said that's why Newsom is neither. He's clearly a,
Rogan was out there. He was tough guy until he wasn't.
Yeah.
Right? He's kind of a trip. Because he's the loudest guy, and then he won't have. I saw like Newsom's trying to get on his podcast, and he won't have him on.
That's funny.
You know, because he's just doesn't want to face it. Doesn't want to look him in the eye. Doesn't want to look him in the nipples. That's where he probably would come up to on Gavin. Joe is not a tall man. I followed him one time at the store, and I could not believe how small he was, to be honest with you. And but anyway,
is he like perfectly square?
He's an odd shape. He is an odd shape. Wasn't there like a Masters of the Universe character whose like head went right into his shoulders? He had like Ram or whatever. What was his name? That's what he looks like.
Look that up. What's the guy?
He's almost the size of that action figure that I'm picturing.
What's the guy you always said look things up? Jerry?
Yeah. What's his name?
Jerry or something like that.
Jerry. Oh God, yeah. Would you look that up? What's his name? Tom, do you know?
Oh, that's so funny. We're asking.
That is. I know the name.
We're asking to look up the person
look up the guy's
who
name.
looks up the stuff.
Who looks up the...
This is Inception.
Jamie.
Jamie,
looked up. Did we land on the moon? Look that up. Did we? Where are the shadows at? Yeah, he... everyone talks about like the Mount Rushmore of comedy, Mount Rushmore of sport, whatever that might be. I feel like there's a Mount Rushmore of way too much relevance, unearned platform.
Yeah, Mount too much.
Yeah, it's Rogan, Portnoy,
who's Portnoy?
Theo Von.
Who's Portnoy?
Barstool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he runs that.
Yeah,
all super smart guys.
Yeah,
that know everything, and if you call them into question,
who do you
when
you need advice? Who do you go to?
When I need advice,
who do you trust? Because that's the thing. Because the one with those is
my parents first, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Are you talking about like business advice? Like
any advice
in the. I mean, I'm lucky. I still have my folks, so I do. Yeah. I trust them, and they have they're still very clear.
Are there things that you don't feel comfortable asking people for advice about?
Well, now I go to my priest.
Really?
No. No. But I do it. I have a good relationship with the priest. We're buddies. Like I could talk to him. I don't mean to because then I would hear.
I assume that
like you said about your cousins. Now I'm gonna hear. I heard you can't talk to.
I assumed my priest was an app.
Yeah.
That's my priest.
Should be. You gotta FaceTime him.
He just always agrees with you.
An AI clergyman. And then I have some buddies. In comedy, I talk to Bozeman a lot. I talk to Kevin on when I want to hear a perspective of material and maybe getting a sense of if someone talked about this or whatever it might.
Would you ask comics for life advice?
No. But I observe them.
Yeah. And don't do what they've done.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from observing people in the comedy world.
Yeah. You're just up on the observation deck, just watching down like they're a bunch of test monkeys.
Before you jump in the pool, you watch everyone that's swimming in it. Where is it deep? Where is it?
You always.
I don't know. What do you think? Who do you talk to?
I find with a straight man, you don't have to ask for advice. You just have to talk about a topic, and then advice will be given regardless.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's always like it's. I think our favorite phrase is, what you need to do is.
Yeah. And is that something you should not say to people? Is that?
You don't hear that a lot. I think that's the most popular phrase amongst men is, what you need to do is.
Or you should do.
Or you know what you should do.
Always
it's always an option that you've considered and rejected out of hand. And it's always,
right.
It's always done with the most confidence.
What you should do is curl up in a ball and wait for it to subside.
That's what works for me. Yeah.
You should do, find someone who cares or actually doesn't think this whole thing is rigged.
Yeah, you should have this conversation with someone else. Yeah, this whole thing is rigged.
Here's some advice I got that wasn't advice, but I think about it when I am considering a decision or advice or whatever it might be. This divorce lawyer that I worked with said, "Hey, Pat, don't ever forget, everything is fiction. It's all fiction. It's all fiction. And since I've heard that, I don't look at anything the same way. Because really, when you boil it all down, it is all fake. Everything is made up.
It's so depressing.
It is. And I got billed for that.
But also, that's coming from a lawyer. You
right.
know what I mean? I hope you push the bill back to him because everything is fiction. That's a cute little story you wrote on that invoice there.
You said I'm in the hole. $3,500. Fiction.
That's money fake. Doesn't go in a hole, silly.
Yeah, right. But it is harder to find people to get advice from the older you get.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the whole device thing that scares me. And I talk about this in my act, just old people. Like I like old people.
Yeah.
And you see them around. And when I see old people, I see like wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, and experience. And that's kind of how I trick myself now. Like I'm not getting older. I'm just, I have a better resume. I got more stuff.
Yeah.
And you can speak on more things.
Yeah. No, I do. I think I had asked for advice too much, if anything. But then I think, like, I don't know. I feel like there's the people who go to therapy and the people who don't go to therapy. So, like, I think if you go to therapy, maybe you don't have to ask it.
Therapy falls under that fiction thing.
Everything.
What do you think about it? Do you go
about therapy? No, I haven't gone. Yeah, I've done like couples therapy. I would go, but I also think I also feel like what if I go, it'll be like bringing in a car that has been discontinued and they don't make the parts for anymore. You know what I mean? I think the guy's going to look right because I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it'll make a good museum piece one day, but I don't know that you can drive it. That's what I think.
Offers you a beer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, if you could come to me, if you couldn't come to me 20 years ago, we could have done something. But
I always feel like the therapist, and because I had talked to one in the past.
Yeah.
And sometimes I kind of approach it as like, you want them to. You want to win them over. You want to win.
Yeah.
You think you're going to read me? Like, no, I'm going to write the book. Like, I'm going to tell you. And then you start thinking like that they have a therapist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my therapist has a therapist. Like, shouldn't I be going to that therapist?
Yeah.
That's how
cut out the middleman.
Like, what do they know?
Yeah, exactly. But apparently, aren't they required to? I've heard that once, that they're required to.
A therapist is required to go see a therapist?
Yeah.
Oh, because that keeps the whole scam going. That sounds like Amway.
It's really a multi-level. Freud was a multi-level genius. Yeah.
That's the other thing about Freud. There's a rumor that he said the only group of people that... You've heard it, right?
Yes, that are immune to psychoanalysis are the Irish.
Right.
But he also said...
But I've looked that up. I don't know if he really said that.
What he did say was, and what he did have, was immense contempt for Americans. And when he first wrote his books, there's letters where he goes, yeah, I'm going to go on a lecture tour of America. He goes, they're going to eat up everything I say with a spoon, and they're not going to understand it. Because it's sexual, and the Americans are obsessed with sex. I'm paraphrasing, but he says this in letters. And he's very contemptuous of America, but he knew it was going to make him rich, and it did. Because him and Einstein were like the two big ideas out of Europe, and then the papers ran wild with them. And people were like, every paper in America, especially at the time, like you're talking like 1910s, 1919, every paper in America was like, this guy says it's all about how you want to have sex with your mother. And then that was just like huge. And he was like, it's more complicated than that, but I know that that's going to be the headline. And he was like, America's going to make me rich. And they did.
And that whole thing was the Oedipus complex. So he believed in all that, or
So here's the thing with it. I don't know. You should get someone on who can talk about this, because I do find it fascinating. I don't know enough about it. Why
don't you start a podcast and you get someone on to talk about it?
But yeah,
you know what you should do?
I don't know, man.
You should get this guy.
You got the setup. Yeah, here's what you should do. See, I told you, it's happening.
It does. That's good advice. But having heard that it doesn't work on the Irish Catholic or whatever that is, that's like all I had to hear. Because then I'm like, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, we're not good at it.
Because that's how screwed up we are, or that's how skeptical we are, or how realistic we are.
Yeah, I think the last person in a beard that told us he could fix us was St. Patrick, and then that was like 2,000 years of misery. So I think we're more skeptical now.
I always feel this way about the whole therapy thing. Is like a lot of it is rooted in parents, right?
Yeah.
That's what people are in there talking about,
Right.
their mom and their dad.
Yeah.
All right. Your mom and your dad also grew up with probably a worse situation.
Yeah.
And so how far are you going to dial this back? Like, can you just convince yourself they did the best that they could?
Yeah.
And now you got to move on? Like, I think about my coach in high school, and I do a bit about him yelling at us and using profanity. And meanwhile, he got smacked by his coach.
Right.
He got thrown into a locker and, tossed over a wall.
Yeah.
And so, like, am I going to complain about the fact that he swore at us? Like, no,
you also kind of sound like a dad who's pretending to be a therapist and just saying that to their own kid, like they got a fake beard on. You ever think about how they maybe did the best they could? You ever think about that? You ever think about how you're a whiny little brat? When you're like, wait a minute,
I thought I was
Dad?
sounding like I made sense. But
I do like your therapy is, why don't you get up? Why don't you shut the hell up?
Yeah. People have it worse. How about that? Yeah. You want to go online?
Yeah.
Let's Google starvation. Click on images. All right? Now, what were you saying? What are you upset about? Where is that? Old school. Like, not to be the old school, I grew up like, that's how you do it. But some of it is a waste of time.
Did you go to confession?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Did you
lied at it? No, kidding.
Well, I lied because you had to make...
You filter it.
Well, you make it because sometimes we don't want to go in there with nothing, so you got to make stuff up sometimes.
Yeah.
I would look up sins.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
I would generalize.
Yeah.
I disrespected my parents.
I think I copped to embezzlement a few times just to have something to say as an 8-year-old. Embezzlement.
I've been loan sharking.
Yeah, exactly. Usury.
That would be hilarious. Get a kid to go in there.
He's doing all like Old Testament sins.
That's intimidating. And I remember we had my parents were kind of friends with the pastor of our church. Mm-hmm. And our first confession, reconciliation, when you make that sacrament.
Yeah.
I remember it was face to face like this.
Yeah.
That was like the dawn of the podcast.
They always do it. In films, it's always behind the grill, but it's not always that way. That's not every church can afford that.
Right.
Cool wood carving.
I was sitting across a table from the priest, and then another priest was walking around with a cup of coffee and a cigarette.
Was he just lobbing?
Turn around, is that it? That's all you did? And there was a mirror.
He gives you an extra penance for not having enough sins.
Yeah, right.
Try harder next time.
Yeah, the penance was always a joke too. You were done with it by the time you walked out of there. It was always just a few prayers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
I never continued to go. Do people continue to go?
People go into their adulthood? Yes, people still go. I don't go. I've packed it in.
Yeah. Well, they used to have it along the wall of our church, and they would have a sign confession hours. Now I don't know if they're doing that. Yeah. They would be open during the day.
Now you just text them to my priest.
Yeah, you could just confess to AI.
It's a selection screen. You just do all your sins.
Yeah, that's an exercise in therapy too. Confession. It's just just say it out loud. It makes it all better.
Yeah,
it'll go away. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's weird though.
I have a confession to make.
Okay, go for it.
I've been using a lot of skincare. I have.
You don't have to
every
tell
morning,
me.
Adam.
I can tell.
Can you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just you have a glow. You have a gleam.
Did you think it was because I had absolved myself from all my sins? No. It's serum. It's eye serum. And you guys got to get to tease.com and get your own. Start your own routine right now. Confess to yourself. It's...
Wow. I thought you couldn't get worse than the other slogans.
It was so bad.
Confess to yourself is somehow worse than skincare for idiots.
You need to confess yourself. Confession.
Confession.
That should be a cologne.
Yeah.
Confession,
but you put it on one of those big sensors that they swing. That's the only way you can put it on.
I didn't have time to shower today. And I'm wearing the clothes I slept in. Confession. And you just spray the... but anyway, start your uncomplicated routine today. Go to tease.com/Pat. Pick up some product you get a 40% off discount on your first order and a free gift. You can get your affordable quality products today at Tiege.com. Also, send some questions, write reviews. I mentioned this earlier. And show us proof of that with an email at the Pat McGann Show at Tiege.com, and we're going to send you some product. I'm going to just tell you, there's a raffle. We're saying there's a raffle, but I think you're just going to win. All right? Write us a damn review, would you? Jeez. We don't have a lot of confession. We don't have a lot of reviews.
Confession.
No, we have a couple, and they're great reviews.
Confession for Men is a great cologne name, isn't it?
Yeah,
Confession.
That could be it probably already is like an SNL thing or something.
Yeah,
you know. All right, Adam. Hi. It is game time.
Okay.
Game time. We occasionally like to play a game here.
Yeah.
On the podcast. Why not? Now, I always think of you. First of all, one of your early bits I always loved was the proofreading.
Oh, yeah.
The gangs.
I
and
used
like
to say I was in a gang. Yeah, I can't remember what we're called, but it was Chicago. Yeah, we were a proofreading gang, and we would correct spelling and punctuation errors on signage.
So if somebody had like the
yeah.
disciples, you would put like a possessive
yeah.
an apostrophe or something.
The song belongs to the Latin disciples plural, so the apostrophe goes after. Yes.
Yes. And you're an editor. You've done editing in your past.
Yeah, I've been a proofreader.
And you have the vibe. You have a professorial.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, come on. So this is a fun game. Tom came up with this. It's called Kelsey Grammar. Kelsey Grammar. Why is it called Kelsey Grammar? Well, we have some old tweets from Travis Kelsey that have questionable grammar.
Oh, man.
I also have a red pen.
Yeah. Okay.
We talk about going to a therapist. How much effect does a red pen have on the psyche of young people?
This is awesome.
They don't do that anymore. Sometimes they don't grade papers now. They don't use a red pen. All right. So here is a tweet. I'll hand you the tweet.
Yeah.
And you have to fix it because we're showing you the grammar. Okay.
Okay.
All right. As a man, comma, you have something wrong with you if you're going for girls that weigh more than you.
Wow. Are these old? Are these old?
They're old, yeah.
Are these on the new?
No one went back and deleted these either. No one.
Are these on the new album?
Tay wasn't like, hey.
These are public.
Oh yeah, I should just put a
public.
cross through the whole thing, and I'll explain the proofreader marks to you after. What's wrong with you? As a man, I don't know if we need that comment. As a man,
Do you have old tweets out there? Like I don't even know what I got out there, old ones, but I guess people have like such a long history on there now. This is how long ago? This is when he was in college? 2011. Oh, my gosh. That's when Twitter was actually
oh, God,
a place that could make you smile.
And he's got are these is this actually how he wrote them?
Yes.
This is terrible. Okay.
Is there an answer key, too, Tom?
No, there's not.
Are we have to grade them?
Okay, so, yeah, there he goes.
Look at that. There you go.
That mark
No
means no caps.
That means no caps?
Yeah, and you and your, obviously. And then not then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be a great shirt for today's brain rot kids. No cap.
No.
And just have that.
No. Oh, that's very clever.
Yeah, there you go.
Shoot, man,
That could be at after a show. No cap.
Yeah, but is the kind of person who understands proofreading marks also the person who will say no cap? It's good. That Venn diagram
That's what we have to do.
Very slim.
We have to bring these people back together. We are the ones that can do it. We can unite. All right. Because it used to matter. I mean, I slowly gave in to like the no grammar thing.
Yeah.
You know what I see all the time? People don't capitalize the G in my name. And
Oh,
I used to be like,
wow.
oh, man. Oh, come on. And now it's like,
Now
why would you? You don't spell
now
anything right.
Now it looks like you have requested that.
Yeah.
You're like small G.
Small G. Taking like artistic.
Big C.
Yeah. It is kind of a weird thing too. Like in the Irish names, like Mick, and you just like M, little C, up in the corner, big D, McDonald. Where did that come from?
Very often not a big D, but anyway.
Yeah. All right. It be them cold nights that make you want to cuddle with someone. LOL.
When are these from? Was this immediately after he'd been hit?
I don't know. Yeah, right. This is
It be
inspired by a concussion. Are you cuddling with anyone these days, Adam? You seen anyone?
Pat Pat. This is such a good.
They're like, get him into some grammar, and then he'll really open up.
Exactly, such a good, such a pernicious interview. It'd be so. Okay.
Well, it's been so like surfacey till now.
Yeah.
You're immunotherapy, and you won't talk about if you have a.
I'm single at the moment, but you know.
All right.
Who knows? It is those cold nights. That is fine. That make you. We're gonna do this proper.
Are you still a grammar snob?
I'm not a snob about it, but it's like this is unacceptable.
When you send someone a text, will it be punctually accurate?
No, my texts are awful. My texts are terrible because I pour all into.
But your handwritten letters are still.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do you write? And when you write, do you actually get pen to paper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a notebook guy. You a notebook guy?
Still, yeah.
And
I do use my phone. I use the notes app in my phone.
It is those cold nights that make you want to cuddle with someone. Full stop. LOL.
There you go. Oh. Can you tweet that and tag Travis and let him know?
Travis, come on. It's still within the character count. You can still do that. It's fine.
Are there names that tip you off that they might not be great at grammar? And is Travis one of them?
As long as it's paired with Kelsey, yeah.
Damn, the Clippers. Here's another tweet. Damn, the Clippers girls got to be the shitty girls that don't make the Lakers girls team because they always ugly. Why are we platforming this, Tom? These should be in the bin of history.
Wow.
All right, let's go to this one. The moon looks crazy tonight. So this is actually poetic in a way. That's a nice start. This sounds like Robert Frost. The moon looks crazy tonight. I'm going to chill out here for a little and just visualize my success and vibe to the scenery. Oh, man, that is great. I'm going to start telling them, hey, what are you up to? Just visualizing success and vibing to the scenery. Oh, there's another. He's got something out for. He's got a lot of like overweight stuff.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. When fat people fall, it's like slow motion entertainment because they never just fall. They always tumble and gradually hit the deck. #comedy. Yeah, that is. That's comedy. Is he talking about?
Isn't he also describing NFL like
exactly? Sounds like an offensive line.
But that's always in slow motion. What's that? What is that? Remember that they used
NFL films?
Yeah, NFL films. That's the slowest falling.
We should just change it. NFL people. When NFL people fall, it's like slow motion entertainment because they never just fall. They always tumble and gradually hit the deck. And concuss their brains.
Was he writing these while playing?
#CTE.
Was he writing these while playing? Like while he's like, hold on.
These are all like you dug deep.
Yeah.
Tom's trying to get Travis canceled.
Are these just from like
15 years after his tweets? This is going to be on HuffPost. Oh, Travis Kelce's old tweets resurface. And then they have a podcast, don't they? Yeah. The brothers. Man, I feel bad. You're like really correcting papers. We're putting you to work.
This is the one thing I can do.
We knew we were onto something, though. Look how serious he takes it. And you have corrected these beautifully.
Damn, the Clipper girls gotta be the shittiest girls that didn't make the Lakers Capital girls team. We're not possessivizing the girl, either the Clippers or the Lakers girls, because the Lakers girls are one whole noun thing. Because they were all ugly. They all was, yeah. Because also he's sort of doing like a weird, like appropriation of someone else's voice there, which is doubly gross. So, boo, Travis. Just everything you're doing wrong grammatically, socially, and personally, shitty tweets.
There you have it. Kelsey Grammer. Thank you, Adam. That was beautiful. But this has been great, man. I love catching up with you. You are honestly, like I mentioned how we met early on, and I've always loved your stand-up.
You were always very focused, I feel like. You could always tell you were going to go far. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, trying. I mean, you as well. I feel like, you're always putting new stuff out there.
But what should I do?
I mean, you are the guy. And I know you're working the road. Do you have anything local coming up in Chicago or anything? Plug it. Where are you coming up?
I've got a special coming out on the 25th of this month. It's called Un-American.
Oh, wow.
It should be out on Amazon.
Un-American.
Yeah.
Right on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and the most American time of year.
Hey, man.
Un-American. Why is the title of that?
Because it's about being a green card holder and it's weirdly.
Yeah, I wanted to have you on before you got thrown out of the country.
Weirdly talks a lot about immigration stuff and immigration trials, and weirdly, somewhat prophetically talks. I just realized I have a joke about Dick Cheney in there and R.I.B.
Oh yeah,
he just
he gone. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, he had. I mean, you never like to see anyone check out.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was like on the ropes, but he constantly has been on the ropes. He's had like he had a heart transplant, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's had about 12.
I think that was your obituary. Like, cause of death was Come on,
surprise.
I wanted to ask you though, what is that like getting a green card? Like, what is that like? Is it a green card? Like, do you have?
It is actually.
It is.
Now it's green.
Do you have to carry it with you? Does it look like a Uno card?
I'm going to take the fifth on that.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think you have to carry
it. You lost it? You lost it? Oh,
I did lose it. I did lose it once.
You did?
Yeah. And I had to get a replacement. But shout out my friend Jared. But I was going to say...
The guy who found it is now voting today, election day.
It is a green card. And it's... The thing about it is, it's, I don't mind people having opinions on immigration. I know like there's a wide swathe of it, but I would say like look into it a little bit before, because the thing people always go, look, just do it the official way, just do it the normal, like the official way. Totally fine. It's so expensive, and then you also, to do it the official way, there are periods that you're going to be unable to earn a living, like legally. You know what I mean? So it's kind of when people say that, it's like, well, what do you mean do it the correct way? Because to do it the correct way, in America, you have to have a support system in place. You have to have, you know what I mean? Because it takes a while to get your EAD, and then it can took me 5 years to get my green card. You know what I mean? And it's like,
and this is a step towards
citizenship, and then you have to be within the country. You have to. I don't know if the rules have changed, but when I was doing it, you have to be in the country for 7 years to get citizenship. I just have never gotten around to get my citizenship, but you have to be around. And again, like it's when you are a green card holder and all the rest of it, it is like a conditional. They can change. They have that because there's certain things you can't do to a U.S. citizen, right? You cannot deport a U.S. citizen, supposedly.
Right.
John Adams wrote about it. He said it was like I think that basically an American would rather die than have to live abroad. So it's like it's very constitutionally protected. And I would say to people like,
it is wild to think that this has been a thing in human practice for years and years, centuries and centuries. That if they didn't like you or wanted to get you out of town, they would just ship you to like a remote island. Like, adios.
It's like their best idea.
Right.
It's like, I don't have... Killing them doesn't seem quite right, but let's get the boat around. No, it's funny. Anyway, not to get too serious about it, but I will say that just look into it. But like, when people do have opinions about it, look into how hard it is, because, I was in Dallas and, to make sure you got an appointment, it's like getting there at 4 a.m. and waiting for literally like 7 hours, and then when you get in there, it's like they're open till noon, so you've got a 4-hour window to see someone, and it's like you'd see like whole families do this, and all of these people are doing it legally. Do you know what I mean? So like the notion when people just turn around and just do it the legal way, it's like,
how long that takes.
It takes a while, and it is hard, and it's like, and nobody's really bemoaning it, and people are happy to do it because it's great to live in America, and America's a wonderful country. But the notion that it's a snap, it's like it's not a snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'd say.
Speaking of snap, and us being a great country, no, we have we definitely have a lot of issues, right?
Yeah.
But we're all come from immigrants. You almost feel stupid. You have to remind people of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And mine's not too long ago. I actually used to feel like, because I majored in history. I like history. I'm into, but I would have a disconnect with things that happened up until 1900. Like my family wasn't even here. My great grandparents came here in like 1919. Yeah. Like, so I'm not responsible for anything. My family wasn't here. The Black Sox scandal from there on.
Are you still big into history?
Yeah, a little bit.
If you could live in any era that wasn't now, when would it be?
Oh, wow.
And where would you be in the social? Because that's the thing.
See, I don't know if I could picture that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never really even had that thought. I mean, it would be fun to go back and like just experience different eras.
Yeah.
But if I could go back in any time, a period that I lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know that either. Where would you go? Like 80s? But would you be? I'd be this age. I'd be 50 in 1983.
Well, the era thing, the historical era thing, I think is funny because people go like, if you could live in any other time period when you live, and I always go, well, what class am I? Because if I'm if I'm just another like the son of working class Irish parents, I mean, the 1700s sounds great, but I'm dead by 11. You know what I mean?
Like when you watch Titanic, where are you? You're in the bottom of the ship, or are you up top with Kathy Bates and the other one? You know?
Well, you should have also been the marketing person for that movie. Come see Titanic with Kathy Bates and the other one.
That was my thought too, though. When you're watching that movie, you're like, "Wait, where am I? I would have been in the steerage."
Yeah, in the steerage, exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Well, they apparently were having a great old time, but I don't buy that either.
Oh yeah, they show them dancing on the tables, like. Oh, is it time to go back to return to our quarters? Grab the fiddle. Let's have some good crack.
That's the first thing they would do as you get on the boat is take your fucking fiddle from you. Like, Jesus Christ. You know, these things attract icebergs, right?
Hand it in. We got people to play music, even if it goes down. Hey, dude, this has been such a great time. I'm sure I'm going to see you in the scene soon. I just saw you at the Pat Bryce event at Park West.
Yeah, that was great. You had a great
I always love running into you, dude. And
cheers,
make sure you follow Adam on the socials. Make sure you get to the podcast page, the Pat McGann Show podcast page or Instagram page. Like us, follow us, and you can see a lot of clips on there. We're going to clip this out. We'll post some stuff.
Awesome.
And again, we'd love to have you interact with us. Send us an email at the Pat McGann Show at teej.com. And we'd love to see a review and any questions you want to send in. Let us have them. Adam Burke, thank you for joining us.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. And have a good week, everyone. Thanks, Adam.
Cheers, man.
Bye.